Back on US soil, this a Prime Minister at home on both sides of the Atlantic. In Washington, D.C. for his fourth meeting with President Biden in as many months. Old allies in times of peace and war. The Prime Minister honouring US servicemen at Arlington National Cemetery. Two nations bound not just by past conflicts, but current ones too. Prime Minister, you say you don't know yet who is responsible for the dam attack in Ukraine, but if it turns out that Russia is responsible, what actions will you take?
It's too early for us to say definitively the cause of the attack. Our military and security services are currently investigating it. But if it is intentional, it would represent an unprecedented level of barbarism.
In lockstep on Ukraine, the Prime Minister wants to use this trip to get his foot in the door on artificial intelligence and play a leadership role in mitigating its risks. It's confusing. Can you paint a picture of the risk?
Well, look, I'm not going to get into this business of scaremongering people, because I think what people will say, well, hang on, this is a new technology, which we don't fully know yet what it's capable of doing. The pace of that technology is accelerating at a rate that people didn't quite think was possible.
So what you're saying is, if it's not regulated properly, it could be on the scale of equivalent to nuclear risk. It could kill humans. We have to monitor it, have to regulate it.
It's absolutely right that we put guardrails in place, because the technology is enormously powerful. It's going to reshape every aspect of our lives. And whilst that will bring many opportunities and benefits, it also poses risks, not just existential, but also risks of misuse of the technology.
The PM looking for a win on AI here, but back home at risk of missing his own target to halve inflation by December, with all the fallout that brings. Two of your 5 pledges: inflation halved by the end of the year, the UK out of recession by the end of the year. If you fail on either of them, do you take personal responsibility? You don't blame the Bank of England, you don't blame consumers, you don't blame businesses. It's on you personally, because they're your personal pledges.
Of course it's on me personally. I'm the Prime Minister. I'm the person who set out those 5 pledges to halve inflation, grow the economy, reduce debt, cut waiting lists, and to stop the boats. And I intend to deliver on those.
So it's a deal breaker with the British public if you don't deliver it by the end of the year. That's on you.
It's absolutely my responsibility. I've told the public to hold me accountable. They should be able to have politicians who deliver what they say, and that's what I intend to do.
The PM to meetings on Capitol Hill.
How do we make sure that that relationship is strong to deal with the challenges of the future?
Here to discuss the special relationship with key leaders across the political divide. Tomorrow to the Oval Office for a one-on-one with President Biden, where he'll hope to turn warm words into concrete wins. Beth Rigby, Sky News in Washington.